Hello viewers, welcome back. So I've been on a short business trip, but I'm back in my shop and I will continue. I've decided that I will continue with the upper elements before I finish the two big elements in which are coming the fridge and the cooking stove, plus other shelves and so on. So it is, for me, it's convenient as I don't have so much space in garage, so I have to be careful which elements to start. So for the starters, I have prepared just side panels of one upper element, and I will show you first on the computer what we are doing, and then I will show you what I did so far before I assemble the first upper element or first upper cabinet, so to speak. This is the simpler part of the job, the upper cabinetry, because usually these are boxes, and now it depends on what do you have it. Some boxes would have rise up, some would have just the doors like mine. So depending on what customer wants or which feature you want to have accessible, we are pushing up or just opening the door, depending on the space and the things you want. But this would be most simple, as this customer wanted to clean, neat, simple kitchen. Based on design he found on Instagram, so we are replicating essentially one such a design. And now I will take camera and then we go to computer to show you, and then I go back here to show you what I marked and did so far. Okay, so this is our kitchen, and we will start now with two cabinets first. First we will start with fully left and then fully right upper cabinet, because those do not have special, they do not need to have invisible connection. And this will be the second left and second right. Now this is which is unhidden, so we see shelves inside. So first we go with the outside left and outside right, the narrow one. And then we will continue with these, because this will need more, and then this special jointer, as I show you, the jointer will be necessary to complete those. But we will focus now on this, which needs simple connections in a classic way, because as you can see, this will not be visible. So wall will be, from this side will be wall, and also then between you never see what happens, so we can use screws. And this is something that I will now show on the plan. Of course, we have to follow our cutting list with all these details and notes where something is going. We have to follow also the side view for the upper cabinets, which essentially shows how we split, in which measure we split the shelves. And this is how we did the markings and drillings. So I will show you now in reality what I did so far. So this is what we did. So this is the left side on which the door will open like this, because this is fully in the corner, so we want to have easy accessible, so door will open to the left. And then this is the left side of this upper cabinet, and then this is the right side. And so how did I start this? So when I start this, so basically I always mark only first these holes on 5 millimeters and 5 centimeters, so 9.5 from the edge and 5 from the edge of the cabinet on all four sides. So this is what we mark first. So this is where we will connect those bottom and upper plate. And this is, as I said, always the strongest connection is to have it like this and not like this. So this is why we do it. This is the first thing I do. Second thing I do, I mark the door hinges, the hinges the fixed hinges on the cabinet, up, lower, and upper one, exactly on the 37 millimeters from the edge. This is where it has to be screwed in with these blue motion hinges, up and down the same way. And then after I finish this, I then focus on this side hangers. So these are basically hangers. So this side will go to the wall. This side will go to the wall, and this is how we screw the cabinets on the wall. So these have some adjustment possibility, which is great. So we don't have to worry too much if we do perfect hole on the wall, and this is really important. So perfect hole on the wall, not needed with such hangers, because you have adjustment of around ½ centimeter up and down, on each of one. And then in the middle, so sometimes wood makers would make many holes, but I do 3 holes, so 2 holes, 1, 2, because we have 2 shelves. First shelf will go here, so this is exactly split into 3 parts, and this is 31 centimeter height, which fits for, I don't know, bottles and stuff you can fit in. So this is it. And then this is basically left side. On the right side, of course, there is, on the opposite side is the wall hanger, or these hangers that are how this will be screwed. Again, marking of the bottom on the middle of the plate, 9.5, 5 from the edge. Plus, then you can see this. I have decided that for this kitchen we will go with tip on. So essentially, when we tip the door in, it will push the door out. So you can basically open it like with the hand. So this is the idea. Otherwise, we can do something else to let's say something below. We can push below the cabinet, but this is something for different. I will show in different kitchen. So tip on blue motion element, so that when you press in, it pushes the door out. So this is the easiest way to do it. So for now, this is what I did. So now I'm missing on this still 2 holes now for the shelves. And then I will find the upper and bottom plate, and I can screw this together. So we have a finished box, and then it comes only the back panel, and then around the back panel, this narrow, this is high density fiberboard. These boards over here. So what I have to do with them? So before I will screw them, so I have to mark and then cut around this where hangers are going. So we will make a holes on this HDF 3mm material, so that we can essentially have view where we are mounting it to the wall. And this will be really the finish, and then we just have to put then the other side of the hinges on the doors. The doors are here with prefabricated holes. This is something I don't do because it does not make sense. So the holes are 10 centimeters from the upper. This is a standard. If you have 3, then they do it 3rd in the middle of the front panel. So this is done. All right. So this would be the first video of upper elements. I will, after I finish now this, the bottom plate, the up plate, and the back plate with the holes, I'll make a separate video to explain some details how this is done, the easiest way. But in the end, it's very important to mark everything correctly, as you don't want to make any mistake. So yeah, I'm happy. The progress is well. Not much mistakes. Some mistakes can be fixed, some not. We continue step by step to have an ultimate guide how to make a modern cabinetry and modern kitchen. So thank you for watching. Until next video, stay tuned on my channel.